The next chapter is about to begin. Join us live every Tuesday and Thursday for brand new episodes of the American Contractor Show. Our mission is to bring you the latest tools, innovations, and knowledge to help you become the most informed contractor in your market. Knowledge is the ultimate power, and we are connecting you with the most knowledgeable minds in our industry. Make sure to subscribe so you never miss an episode. American Contractors, I hope you're ready. This one's for you.
This is Larry Bache with the Merlin Law Group, helping policyholders for more than 30 years. If you have a claim or your client has a claim that needs help, please feel free to call the Merlin Law Group because we are the true policyholder advocate.
C3 was eager to help us, and even whenever we weren't giving them work, they were still eager to give advice. The things that they were putting out for for changing from DMO to RFG and giving that to the industry and not charging anything for it, I thought was really cool. And that's stuff that I, as a contractor, appreciate. I'd recommend C3 to any contractor that's looking for a PA, especially if you're around Colorado. Great guys, man. I'm nothing but happy with the work they've done for us.
What's up, everybody? Lead meteorologist Sean Choquet here for our daily hail forecast. Sponsored as always by C3 Group, Merlin Law Group, and our Summit and Bounce Claims. As always, watch us on Facebook. You can check them out in the description below. So we're going to jump right into those weather headlines. And yesterday, we saw from the amount of live coverage we were doing, we had a 5-star kind of day. We had I'm going to go ahead and venture, I guess, a once-in-a-decade level wind event, a major derecho going from about Omaha, Nebraska, all the way into Ohio yesterday afternoon. Hail is possible for the northern plains today and even into tomorrow, and we are going to check in on the tropics. So it looks like we're going to see some tropical activity return in the Atlantic after a few-day hiatus here, as we're really starting to get close to that peak season where things are going to just kind of start ramping up all of a sudden. So here we go with yesterday's wind map. You guys probably saw it. This was very intense, 5-star map. This is our first 5-star wind map that is not a hurricane that we've ever done. This was extremely intense, maximum wind speeds upwards of 112 miles an hour. That is well into the hurricane force zone. That's almost major hurricane level. And for winds over 100 miles an hour in places like Nebraska and Iowa, like Cedar Rapids especially, ripping roofs off, doing a ton of damage. So Nebraska, Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Michigan, we said high wind event. It's called a derecho. Basically, it's a severe thunderstorm with a ton of straight line winds. This, again, looks much more like a hurricane map than an actual wind map, and the damage reflects that. This is just kind of a spattering of pictures that we have on the map that are scattered around through a lot of Iowa and Illinois. I mean, this is some unreal level damage here, and we're already getting reports of like Cedar Rapids and Des Moines and all these towns in between getting completely crushed. I'm sure there's a video, you guys might have seen a video going around that's gone viral of a roof getting torn apart in Chicago. I mean, this went all the way through some of the more populated areas of the country. Pretty unreal level event. Basically, what would happen if you get a Category 2 hurricane to go across the state of Iowa and Illinois. So check that out. Wild event. Probably the craziest major wind event since 2012's derecho. So this will be talked about for a long time. You can go check that out on hailtrace.com right now. So hail forecast for today across a lot of the northern plains. This is actually extending all the way down into the central plains. Looks like we'll see some hail, the biggest of which will likely be in western Nebraska and parts of South Dakota just to the east of Rapid City. So I got that low chance for Rapid City itself. Possibly as far north as Bismarck, but I think the majority of it's going to be in the Dakotas and into Nebraska. We got that low chance in North Platte as well. Well to the east of Denver, unfortunately, the I-25 corridor will be hail-free today. And looking at that future radar, you can see, starting in the northern plains, storms forming this afternoon after about 4 o'clock or so. Pushing off to the east, a lot of rural areas impacted by this, and even some storms firing up in the overnight hours in far northeastern sections of South Dakota, and then shifting a little bit further south. They're watching some stuff in southeastern Oklahoma, probably more of a wind risk than a hail risk, and the occasional storm through Kansas, parts of Colorado, and possibly even far south into parts of the Texas Panhandle. looking ahead to tomorrow, kind of more of the same, a little bit further to the north. Focus primarily in the Dakotas here. North and South Dakota, parts of Nebraska. Could see up to some golf ball size hail. Looks like some pretty vigorous storms are going to form. The biggest thing to keep hail sizes down is going to be storms getting a little too close with each other. Might really minimize that hail threat, more of a wind threat. But nonetheless, we'll be watching places like Bismarck and Pierre and other areas of North and South Dakota, and possibly even as far south as Grand Island, Nebraska. Might get a couple storms to meander over to Omaha, but I think it's going to primarily stay off to your west. Looking ahead on that future radar to show you guys, a lot of storms blow up in North Dakota, but the only problem is there might be a little too many storms that blow up, and that could keep those hail sizes a little bit lower, as they need to keep things a little more isolated to have some bigger hail. And finally, checking in on the next possible tropical development. We now are at a 90% chance in the next 5 days that we're going to see this tropical wave out here in the central Atlantic turn into Tropical Storm Josephine. And early indications are showing that she's going to go just north of the Caribbean and do the curve out to sea harmlessly. But it's just that reminder that yes, we are really starting to get into that peak season where things just kind of pop up and very quickly turn into tropical systems, and there is a fair share of waves coming off of Africa off to the east. So this will not be the last time we're talking about tropical development here across the Atlantic Ocean. So that's all we got for you guys today, a little bit shorter. No live coverage to speak of this time. You can check us out on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all those social medias. Hit at Hail Trace and hit see first, especially on Facebook, so that way you don't miss anything we ever post. And also give us a call, 855-334-4245, and then comments, questions, or concerns you may have. Your first time here, you need to set up a training, whatever it is. It's a great number to call. You can email us as well at info@hailtrace.com. Visit our website at hailtrace.com for more details. Hope you guys have a great rest of your Tuesday, and we'll see you again tomorrow at 12 p.m. like we do every single weekday. Talk to you later.